Okay, here we are, stage 5, the penultimate stage. Normal maps, or bump maps as some people call them. Basically it's another layer that we're going to add to the shader, which gives your texture some depth, some texture, some feel, make it look more real, shall we say. Now what we need to do is import back into Photoshop the TGA files that we created earlier on, and providing that you've installed the NVIDIA texture plugins correctly, which you should have done because you've already seen the DDS files, we're just going to use a filter to create a normal map. So we're going to click the filter button, choose NVIDIA tools, and we want the normal map filter. Now the only thing you need to worry yourself with really is the scale. The higher the scale, the more depth to the bump map or normal map, whatever you want to call it. Anything over around 5 or 6 tends to look a little silly, as I'm about to show you. Let's put it at a really high value. As you can see, it just makes a mess of the texture. Let's just OK it so you can see it even worse. It just adds too much noise, too much static to the image, and generally makes it look poor in the game. So we'll undo that, and we'll choose a more sensible value, which is around 4. As you can see, it adds a little bit of depth to certain areas. It basically picks out the main details of the texture, and when combined with the regular texture as a shader, it does make it stand out quite well. So again, we're going to need to file, save as. Let's just add underscore norm extension so we know it's the normal map. Again, for saving it as a TGA file, but this time we need to save it as a 24-bit file rather than 32-bit. I've no idea why SWAT doesn't like 32-bit normals, but for some reason it has to be 24-bit, so that's what we have to do. So 24-bit, okay. And again, we're just going to use the same filter, so we can just use the shortcut there. As you see, again, just picked out the main details, just adds a little bit of depth to it. I'm going to file, we're going to save as norm extension, save 24-bit target. And again for the next one, let's go norm and save 24-bit, redo the filter. We don't need to do on facts, obviously we don't use a shader for it. Again, normal map for the face, save as norm, and finally the no armor. And there we have it, normal map is created.